Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Rick and Morty Season 6, Episode 6. Yes, that's it, Episode 6. I watched already today 2 episodes of Rick and Morty, the episodes 4 and 5 of this Season 6. If you want to see my reaction videos for this episode, I'm gonna put the link, and I'm gonna put the link also for the playlist that I made for my entire binge watching of all of the episodes of all of the seasons of Rick and Morty. Check the links just right there, you know. Yes, I'm like that, like it's beginning to be a little colder. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's the end of the day. No matter what, I watched already 2 episodes of Rick and Morty today, and like I said, I appreciated them because yes, we're back with Rick and Morty. I don't know how to say it in another way for this new intro. I have really that feeling of being back into the show, with the real show, with the DNA of the show. Each episode of Rick and Morty during the season 4 and during the season 5 were great, were nice. I had some fun, I lost, and it was cool. But I had the impression that they were losing themselves a little with how they were writing them and how they were writing, you know, the entire seasons. Right there for this first episode, so with the first part of the season 6, that's it. I can say that I watched the entire first part of the season 6, meaning that I just have one half part, you know, of this season to end, and it's gonna be my end of the binge watching of Rick and Morty. No matter what, for the first part of this season 6, it was cool. It really felt like that, like I was back. I don't know if you felt the same, you know, when you discovered this season during December, I think. Did you feel the same? I know that it's different, you know, when you're watching one season, you know, each time that you have to wait an entire year to have a new season. Maybe you don't feel, you know, really the gap between seasons with how it's written. You don't feel that kind of differences. When you are binge watching a show, you can really feel it. And you know, I can say it like that for Rick and Morty, but for other shows that I binge watch with you guys or without you, I didn't hide also when I felt that the quality was, you know, less great, you know, than before. When I had issues, you know, like when I felt that the writers were maybe losing themselves and all, I never hid it, you know, like for Fear the Walking Dead, for example. That's really the first show which is coming in my mind when I think of that. Or for The 100, it's not shows that I binge watched, but when I'm discovering a new season, I know how to consider that new season and to compare it with what the writers they can do and they did before, and I can say when they are losing themselves, when things are not logical with what happened before and stuff like that. Right there, they never had that issue, you know, Rick and Morty writers. Everything was logical with what was done before, so that's why it was not that shocking or that disappointing, but just something was wrong. So that's why maybe, you know, that feeling of something being wrong during the season 5, it's also, you know, to put in parallel with that feeling of being back, really back with Rick and Morty during this season 6, and maybe that's why, you know, the comparison of these two feelings, it can explain to you why am I so glad to feel like that and to discover new episodes of Rick and Morty right there with this season 6. And yet, yes, all of that just to tell you, to ask you if you felt that difference really, if you saw that during the season 5 they were losing themselves, like, did you feel it? Did you notice it? What do you think about it? I'm really interested by that, because again, for you guys, I know that the majority of you discovered the season 6 1 year or maybe more than that after the season 5, 1 episode each time. So it's also interesting to know if people who are watching this show regularly they can feel that kind of things or not. I really think so. So tell me that on the comments. If you can, if you want, it would be appreciated to have that discussion with you guys on the comments. You know that I'm reading all of your comments. I'm responding to some of them, you know, when you're asking me something or just when you say something and I want to talk a little more about it. I'm responding to you guys. I'm responding to all of you on Patreon, and I'm responding to a majority of you who are doing these things on YouTube. So tell me that no matter what, I'm reading all of your comments, and that's why I'm putting a lot of likes, you know, on your comments, just so you know that yes, I read it and I appreciated what you said, or I agreed with what you said, or stuff like that. I love to do that. Myself, only myself. I'm the only one who is reading your comments and all. And I can say now, yes, I can say it now, because when you're gonna watch this on YouTube, it means that on Patreon they already have my reaction videos about the last episodes of this season 6. So it means that myself, I already watched the last episode of the season 6. Really, I'm thinking about when this video is gonna be published. Me in the future. I would already know what is gonna happen during the end of the season 6. So I can thank you already right there about the fact that I'm reading all of your comments just by myself, and I think that maybe during the season 2 or 3 some of you tried to tell me spoilers, but they were so obvious, you know, I mean, it was so obvious that these people didn't have good intentions that I deleted their comments just like that without thinking about it twice, just to be sure that I would not read any spoiler. So really, I did all of this binge watching, you know, of Rick and Morty without having any spoilers about what would happen into this episode, and that's so great, you know, that's so cool that I discovered all of that just by myself, you know, about either Morty, about either Rick, about the clones, you know, the two bears, about a lot of things, in fact, which could have been spoilers. I'm so glad, you know, that no, it didn't happen, and yes, I made this entire binge watching without any spoilers. You know, for other shows for which I made big binge watching like that, you know, like when you're binge watching shows like that which are really long, it's really difficult to avoid spoilers. You know, like right now I'm thinking about Attack on Titan. When I binge watch Attack on Titan, for sure, like, it's full of information, of reveals, of big surprises, this anime. So really, I was so careful when I was going on these comments, and I deleted so many comments, just, you know, just beginning it and having the doubt about might be a spoiler, boom, I was deleting it. I'm glad that I never had that fear going on the comments of Rick and Morty, because really, it's really rare that I had that doubt beginning to read one of your comments. When for Attack on Titan, I had that fear each time, and at multiple occasions, a lot of comments, I knew that it was spoilers, for sure. People were not that careful with their comments, so thank you for that. Thank you for the fact that you were careful with your comments all along this season. Maybe I'm gonna do it today. Maybe I'm gonna have enough time. You know, at the end of today, I'm thinking about what I have to do tonight. Maybe I'm gonna do it. I want to download some musics of this show. I want to download, for sure, either Morty music, but also Rick original backstory. You know, during the episode 10 of the season 5, I came back at multiple occasions to this moment, okay, because the moment is cool, but just also because I loved the music during this moment, so I want to search for it and to download it. Yes, I think that I'm gonna do that right there. You don't care, but it's just to tell you that I want to hear Rick and Morty music out of context, you know, even without watching an episode of Rick and Morty. It's a good sign, you know, when it's like that. Okay, stop! I need to shut the fuck up. I'm gonna watch this episode 6 right now. It's gonna be the last one that I'm gonna watch today. That's already great. If you want to have extended or full reaction part for this reaction video, you have my Patreon. If you want already to know my opinions, my reactions and all about the last episodes of this season 6, they are already on my Patreon. And it's the best way to support me, my Patreon. If you want, if you can, if you want to thank me also for this entire binge watching, it's on my Patreon. You can subscribe, you know, only for 1 month. You can do that if you want. Let's go for this episode!
And in Weird Things in Space News, that mysterious rift is still there. Not gone yet. You remember that, don't you?
Holy shit, is the portal gun working again?
Yeah, pretty much.
For real? Oh no!
It's actually been nice taking a break from the portal travel stuff. Yeah, I've been racking up a lot of high
Also,
school adventures.
I have a process fixing my portal gun. Every time you bring it up, it blocks my creative flow. And then I'm forced to take longer.
I think that you're gonna succeed at the end of the season, not
Do
now.
you?
Oh no, he's here again! Morty protocol, children. What's it now? Have I been the faculty
You
again?
guys don't have to react like this every day.
I appreciate the faculties in movie. What's that? He didn't do anything for once. What's that?
If these aliens want Earth, they'll have to go through Egypt.
I know who you're supposed to be. Huh?
Me.
The dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs are back.
Oh!
Monkeys went bald?
That was a good one. They can talk.
Before we start,
What do you
where
want?
are the rest of us?
They died a long time ago, way before us. We didn't see nothing.
We, quote, dinosaurs, evolved here on Earth until our technology was planetarily harmonic. Over millions of years, we've called many worlds home and helped each one flourish. Our species extinct, and Earth now in the care of you guys.
When we
Humans.
Buried a lot more than nuts.
We've
And we
evolved
destroyed the
not
planet?
constructive criticism, so let's agree you've done your best.
But surely there was some point between gunpowder and something called Amazon Prime that you could
Crot. Capitalism. Space tourism.
How many Marvel movies have you made? 20.
Too many! Too many. They lost me.
We love helping new life forms get their footing. So now that we're back, we can respectfully take it from here.
You're not gonna kill us. Oh, right. Have a song. We're all in vacation.
Pretend to feel useful in a game. This is how humanity's story ends. Relieved of duty and sad at the kids' table.
Dominated a whole species just by calling its bluff about wanting more free time.
Nah. You have a point. The dinosaurs are the point.
You don't hate this too?
Why would I? I was already doing what I wanted. I do think it's
Drinking?
kind of funny that you're all basically Jerry now.
Where is Jerry?
Dad, how do you do it?
How do you do it, Dad?
Huh?
How do you do it? How do you do it?
It's finally happened.
Jerry.
All right. Does anyone know how to...
Never train, never fails.
The president only pages me if it's an emergency or he needs Molly.
It's an emergency. That can define, you know, Jerry well.
Oh, here you go.
That's not why I called. You're not bound by morality. Get rid of them. Slit their necks. Zero Dark 30 is fuckers for the good of the species.
It's a verb, 0 Dark 30 now.
You think I'm gonna side with you over hyper-intelligent creatures operating way beyond your comprehension? I have more in common with them than you.
If you give someone what they want, they'll give you what you need. Just saying.
What does he want, Rick? The bottle gun.
Oh, crap.
God damn it. How often are you Westworld indeed?
Hang on. Rick-Tip's jammed his
Westworld was great, the last season not that much. They should have stopped at some point by
You know
themselves.
exactly what I want.
I can't just snap my fingers and get you that job.
Yeah, thanks for lunch.
If you get rid of the dinosaurs, you can host the Oscars.
That's what you want?
Can we help you? Actually, I can probably help you. See, I'm technically human, but I've come to be more, you know, on your level. Used portal travel eons ago, but evolved to a one universe, one truth policy as the highest form of existence. Sort of
Okay.
put your
We have no problem if you jump dimensions, although we sense your gateway device is suboptimal.
A portal pistol. The gateways are see-through. Got a green swirl, so now you can see where you're going.
close
You have a
that.
new
They're
portal
forbidden.
gun!
Doing with that? Rick, was it better?
Nothing from them is better. That thing had uptight sends, snob germs.
Your ego, Rick.
We're gonna find out what they're hiding. Only people who have really
Why
messed up in the
they
past
came
have
back?
this hard. Look at Sean Penn.
And at some point,
Talking about, like,
they're gonna do
what
something
gives
bad.
But this self-relating zine is a treasure map to every fossilized bone in their skeleton closet.
Really? They're extinct here too?
Yeah, we keep their bones in that museum over there. The leading theory is the sculpting stepped on their own brains so much they straight up died. Would have loved to hear
outdoor concerts in their land amphitheater.
Why are you so sweet?
We're even making a series of increasingly terrible movies about cloning them in a theme park.
So what happened to them?
But we do know they all loved eating communal soup out of the great dirt bowl.
Starting to see a pattern here.
Yes.
It's a common misconception that they roamed our planet. The truth is they rolled. Street style.
That's the last versions of the dinosaurs into Jurassic Park. Never trust that it's gonna be too easy.
You still think the dinosaurs got something to hide? No, Morty. They have a reason to hide.
We recently discovered a new piece of human literature that we think everyone should read.
Oh, shit. What's my name?
We will distribute it to everyone on Earth tomorrow.
You!
Aren't you gonna say who wrote it?
No, whoever wrote it must be above needing credit.
For once, he would have some credit for something that he did. Yes! Make some noise! And again, Rick is stealing the light that Jerry is supposed to have.
The dinosaurs on it is eventually smashed by a huge space rock that takes out them and most existing life. These rocks, they come a-crashing, and this one... And all of our work, it was for nothing. Bingo! Welcome to life. It's a big boat with a lot of holes.
I'm sorry! It's really just a rock doing that, which got me.
Rick out! And don't forget to tune into this year's Oscars.
Mic dropped.
A lot to take in.
Yes, it means that a lot of your family died.
We're in the process of finding a solution that doesn't involve violence.
You're in the process? Well, there you have it, Cooperheads, an angry species of rock.
Oh yes, you're Anderson Cooper! It took me some time to recognize you. Yes, I know him.
I mean, no one knows if the meteor species...
Oh, I know you also.
No, it's very real.
Not your name and I don't want to learn it, but I know what you do. You also!
To the conclusion, the only way to ensure humanity will be safe is for us to go.
But to go where? You don't have any planets for you? Bye bye.
Maybe it's the Molly, but I fucking love you, Rick.
It's a Molly.
You know what you're gonna wear because...
You can't get another +1.
What? I'm the one who got you to give
For
me
the
son of a
Oscars.
bitch. Feel this napkin. So soft.
It clearly is a Molly.
An old science guy who got rid of the dinosaurs, Rick Sanchez!
Woo! Can we recognize all of you?
Tom Hanks is here. Come on.
Oh, you didn't do him well.
Do it.
Okay, one time.
So I was thinking it might be funny to add dinosaurs to the in memoriam. It feels beneath us.
They keep begging for attention. You haven't heard?
They
The
do?
dinosaurs are just standing up there on Mars with their dicks in their hand. Our final act of kindness.
It's been an honor serving the sanctity of life with you all.
Rick, what are you doing?
That's
Standing
his
here
way
with
to-
you guys.
You don't want to do that. We're
Stupid.
sacrificing ourselves here.
Elon must be damned. We're blowing up Mars.
No, we're doing something.
Can we stop mentioning the stupid guy?
Okay, if you won't go, we'll make you go.
Oh, sorry. I dino-proofed my tech despite you guys.
Aha! I got it. I said I got it.
Fine. Cool with me that your final chapter is dying on Mars with an old dickhead.
Come on.
Alright, welcome back! You don't get to be so smart that you remove yourself from everybody. From one god being to another, you're welcome.
You're not a god. Calm yourself.
Hey, wait, what are you doing?
Cool!
It was all canonical and shit. We could have milked that thing for a whole season. Or like a 3-episode arc at least. Sorry,
Nope.
it's just us. We love helping. God beings to God beings.
You can't. Oh, that's
Shit,
right.
they're coming back. Hoo-ha! Check it out. A dimension where hats wear people.
I don't care, you repair it.
Travel. Oh, shit! Figured my guy deserves a vacation.
Already?
Old-fashioned portal fun. Yep, like this.
Boob World, we're finally gonna see Boob World. Portal gun is back. The rift is closed. Dinosaurs are still alive somewhere.
This is our home now.
We shall live out the rest of our days here.
You have a planet just for yourself. I'm so glad I was thinking on it.
Good run.
So you can skate, you can sing. Do I need to say it again? This season 6 so far is so great. We are back with Rick and Morty. And I don't mean only the characters, but really the DNA of the show, the mood of the show, the stories that we can expect watching this show, the fun that we can have. And it has been episodes now, I mean 2 or 3 episodes, that we're spending with the entire family. With time really for each of them, stuff for each of them, it's great. Now that they repaired the portal gun, maybe we're gonna go for weird dust thing then during the first half of the season. I really thought that they would repair it only at the end of the season. You know, like to have something about evil Rick during that moment. Something like that, but in fact, no. Before that, we're gonna go on adventures with the portal gun for sure. We didn't see Boob World. I really thought that right there at the end it would be the good occasion for them to show Boob World, like that's it, you're gonna go on vacations, your first little adventure, new adventure with the new portal gun, it would be Boob World. You said it, but you didn't show it. You want everyone to be frustrated about that, you know, about the fact that we never saw it. No matter what, a portal gun. The same old portal gun and not the one that the dinosaurs they did for Rick. About the dinosaurs, you know, I thought that it was a good thing. You know, something to create around that, the dinosaurs coming back home. And you know, something about the dinosaurs, in fact, they were so clever that they left and you destroyed Earth after that. I mean, no, that rock destroyed Earth after that. But also what you did with Earth, it was not so great, and let dinosaurs do the stuff. In fact, humans, you are useless. They can manage, you know, to get Earth back at being great. It's also a fun thing, the fact that dinosaurs, you can't try to kill them and all, especially if they are nice. But you know, like, it's not aliens or stuff like that. People, they're never gonna want you to kill dinosaurs. The fact that we love dinosaurs that much as humans, it's a little weird, but it's like that. Jurassic Park, really I'm blaming them for that. Even if into Jurassic Park they're dangerous and they killed a lot of humans, still we love them for that. I don't know why the rock thing made me lose that much. Maybe it's the scream. I don't know, it totally got me. It was an episode with a lot of references about our actual world. For sure, all of these places, you know, where the dinosaurs, they want to make some interviews. But also the Oscar situation and the actors and actresses right there. I didn't see, you know, notice all of them, but it was cool. Tom Hanks with Wilson, for sure it was cool. No, I don't want to talk about that movie. Yes, I cried watching that movie. Yes, I can cry again if I'm watching it again, like I watched it more than once. Is it really a surprise for you? Like, and can you blame me for that also? No. Even if the end of this movie was particular, you know? Like, you can think a lot about it, in fact. And you can write an essay about it, in fact. I'm not gonna do it right there. The fact that Jerry, he wrote that novel that everyone read but no one knows that it's him. The fact that that novel is about not trying, it's not failing. Yes, it's representing a lot Jerry, who he is, what he does and all. But still I'm a little proud of him. Because, you know, the fact that he wrote it, it's a little a contradiction of the novel itself, because he wrote something, he tried to do something thinking that maybe one day it could be used, so he tried and he succeeded. So in fact, all of what happened during this episode for Jerry, it's the opposite of that book. Just saying, for the haters of Jerry who are gonna write stuff into the comments, I already told you to shut the fuck up. No, I don't like you. I was gonna say, oh, I like you even if you don't like Jerry. You have the right to not like Jerry. To hate him, no. To hate him that much that you're calling him names and that you're calling me names because I love him, no. And yes, I'm gonna delete your comments. It's my channel. I'm not allowing anyone to tell me how stupid I am. You can think it, but you can't write it. It's like that. Yes, this episode was cool. You know, I'm thinking we had a little of bass, but not that much. We had a little of summer. All of the thing about summer and TikTok, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm on TikTok, but only for my channel. You know, I don't have a personal TikTok, and only to post you know, moments of my videos with zooming, you know, my face, you know, to make things which are a little funny with that, but it's only for that. Except for that, I'm glad that at the end we are finding a planet for these dinosaurs, because I was wondering about it. You saw it during this episode. I was like, you're not gonna have any planets now. And in fact they have one, and that's great. Meaning that maybe one day we're gonna see them again. You know, I said it during the intro, it has been a long time now into Rick and Morty, during this season for sure, but maybe also during the last one, that we didn't meet or even create characters that we could see again in new episodes. I don't think that it's the case. It would be fun to see the dinosaurs again at some point. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there this video and this session of binge watching. 3 episodes, that was great. 4 more episodes to finish this season 6 and this binge watching. I think that I'm gonna do 2 sessions of binge watching, like not just only one, to really take my time with that. For you, it's not gonna change anything. You're gonna have your 2 videos each week. And again, remember that if you're watching this on YouTube, it means that on Patreon, they already have my reaction videos about the last episodes of this season, if you can be interested. But yes, 2 more sessions of binge watching. Okay, it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.